What's up, guys? Just make sure I'm recording. Oh, didn't turn on my audio. Oh wait, is it on? Hello? Yeah, audio should be working. Hey, very professional. It is Monday, 7th of May. It is 7:46 right now. And I just want to say to you guys, trying to be a motivational speaker here, but if you're feeling down and crap, remember to fight those urges. You know, there's times where we wake up and we don't want to get out of bed. You just want to roll over and snooze and get back to sleep. Try to fight those urges, because you know that when you just roll over and just snooze and go to that comfort, or give in to those urges of just eating those chips, watching that crap, sleeping, snoozing, rather not put in the effort to say hi to someone or hey, have a good day, just like hey, or you don't even say hi at all. Just that negative, crappy energy, right? We all know that. We've been there. I've been there. All I'm trying to remind you and say is fight those urges. In those moments, how can I have more enthusiasm right now? How do I remind myself that life is short, and you know, every moment, every second of life, you've got a chance and an opportunity to give it your all, be better, be a bit more enthusiastic, be positive, and fight for yourself. Give yourself a chance to do something better, something more passionate, excuse me, something more loving. It's in you, and you just gotta start. It's those small little changes and small little movements. Me personally, I've had weeks and months where I've just been really down and out, negative, just thinking about myself all the time, beating myself up in my mind, ruminating, having crappy thoughts about myself and my attitude, and just gotta snap out of it somehow. For me, what's worked is journaling and just talking to the camera or talking to a phone. Whenever I'm having a really bad day, I'll just go to my phone, hey Siri, record my voice, and it will load up the memo recording thing, and I'll just talk it out like I'm talking to a therapist. Hey man, this is what's going on, feeling bad, feeling crap, this is what happened, these are the thoughts that I'm thinking about, and trying to help myself have the realization, have the mindfulness to catch those thoughts and be like, you know, those are crappy thoughts, but I don't have to go down that road or be like that. And yeah, it's not easy. I know it's challenging and hard, but anyway, I just wanted to start off the video like that. And real quickly, I just wanted to also share with you guys a quick Lightroom thing. So let me make my face a little bit smaller, 1 second. And again, I'm just trying to get back into the habit of filming more and just creating and sharing stuff, because sometimes they say things that are obvious to me might not be so obvious to other people. So by sharing it, someone might get something out of it, like, oh my god, I didn't know you could do that. And I do believe that we should always pay it forward and pass it on and help each other grow. All right, so just 1 second. Gonna clip this on here. Audio might be a bit crappy. Excuse me. Okay, so just revisiting some quick Lightroom things. So Lightroom has a bunch of cool new tools. Let's start on a new image. Let's go to this one, and I'm gonna hit reset. So we're starting on a base thing. Okay, so first of all, this is how I like to start to edit. I always just go auto, just to get a rough idea of, you know, a starting point. Brighten up a little bit more color, and then I'll go to my lens correction and remove that. And I always tick this to see if it looks good or not. It kind of helps remove some of the imperfections of your lens. And then I go to transform, and what happens if I click level? Straighten it out a little bit. What if I go auto? Oh yeah, off, auto, just to see. So this is a kind of a way for Lightroom to try and straighten and correct your image. And you know, sometimes it looks good, sometimes it might look a bit weird. But what do you guys think? That versus that. It's kind of stretched out the car a bit, eh? But see how it kind of made her a bit straighter, but I don't know. I'm just gonna stick with that. And anywho, Lightroom has a bunch of cool new tools. Let's check them out. So when you click on this circle thing, it's called, what does it say? What, I think it's called mask. I don't know what this button's called, but wait, it should highlight. It popped up for a bit. Anyway, when you click on that circle thingy, you're able to, you've got all these new cool options. So we are in Lightroom version, we're in Lightroom version 12.3. This is Lightroom Classic. And yeah, you've got things like subject detect, so it'll quickly select and create a mask for your subject. And once you click something, it then goes to here. So if you want to add another one, you've got to click here. Then you've got select background, and then you've got select people. And from here, if I click on her, it's going to detect, and then I can go, all right, entire body or face. When you're ticking all these things, you can then create a mask for each of those things. Boom. And now you've got your face, your hair, your teeth. You can widen her teeth. And each one of these settings, you can then go in and change the brightness and the colors. And it's a quick way of just automatically using its AI tech or whatever to make these selections for you. Whereas in the past, you would have to just manually, you'd have a brush and you'd be painting in things slowly with your mouse or pen and zooming in and making sure you're not like going over the line or whatever. And if you make a mistake, you can hold down Option and see that minus button. So whatever's red is what you're like selecting for that thing you want to change color of or make brighter. So yeah, just wanted to share that real quick thing, like how advanced Lightroom has gotten. And this is so that you don't have to go into Photoshop, because a lot of people, a lot of photographers, when I first started out, I was really scared of Photoshop because it was like another thing I had to learn, and Photoshop was more complex and it doesn't look the same as Lightroom. But now, Lightroom's giving you the options to just do all these Photoshop-like things right here. I would say that you should still try and learn Lightroom, unless you should try to still learn Photoshop, because I feel it is more quicker and more detailed. So if you're doing like a quick event or a wedding, this probably is quicker. But if say you're doing a commercial shoot where you're doing 2 or 3 images, or one image that, like for Nike, for example, like you really have to sell this one image, then definitely Photoshop. So I'll show you real quick. It'll give you the option to edit this in Photoshop. Now I've got Photoshop Beta. That's another topic in itself, but Photoshop always releases some extra things that they're trialing out in their beta, and you can test it out. So one of the cool things, I'm sidetracking a bit, one of the cool things I love about the beta is they've got this new tool called Remove Tool, and it's so smart. If I just want to remove this sticker off this car, it's as simple as boom, and it should be gone. Cool, right? So text just getting easier and quicker. In the past, you would have to really meticulously take your time to cut that out, and like you'd have to really like be very accurate with it and make a selection like that, or use your spot tool or your spot healing tool or your cloning tool and like take a sample from here and then do that until you kind of get it right. But, oh, see, made a mistake. You'd have to like be a bit more thin, but now you can just go like that and boom. A little bit of loading, but it's just a quicker way to, you know, let's see what happens when we get that. It should do it nicely. There's a little bit of artifact, but you know what I mean? It's so much quicker and you don't have to be so careful. See, that one was a bit not that great, but if you just even go, take your time a little bit, you know, it's much more quicker. So just want to share Lightroom, Photoshop, the tech is getting quicker and easier. So I know I sidetracked there. The point I was trying to make was you should know both, but at the same time, I feel like the Adobe team are figuring out how do we make this easier for our users, because you've also got companies like Canva. In Canva, you can just remove background, click, and it does it for you. So these companies are thinking, how do we make this easier for people to be more creative? And it's only a matter of time. And I'm gonna be at the age where I'll be saying, back in my day, we had to go into Lightroom and edit each photo one by one. Versus the older guys, back in my day, we used to go into the darkroom, develop our film, and use little tools to brighten and darken things. So it's only a matter of time. This tech is gonna get really more advanced. I reckon within a year, you might even have a thing that goes, AI, can you just edit my 400 photos, make sure all the colors are accurate, the same, brightness levels are the same, and you know, yeah, it'll do it. We're gonna get there for sure. Which means all you gotta worry about is your creativity and your passion and enthusiasm. And that's what I'm looking forward to. Anywho, I just wanted to make this quick video to show off real quickly some quick new tools, practice my communication, sharing with you guys my thoughts. I hope you got something out of it. I know this might be like, what the hell is this guy on about? But I'm just giving this a go, talking about something that I really like and interested in. And yeah, hope you guys liked that one. Please like and subscribe. If you have any more questions or anything you want me to cover, please let me know. And I hope you guys have a good day. And remember what I said at the beginning. And for myself as well, one value that I'm trying to think about these days is enthusiasm. Where in my life and day can I have a bit more enthusiasm in my thinking, in my interactions, how I talk to my wife, how do I talk to random people, how I'm talking to myself. Have a bit more enthusiasm and be aware of your mindset, your body posture, your energy, and you know, mental health and stuff I find is very tricky and complicated, but very important. And I hope you can get on top of your dark stuff and go towards the light. All right, I'll see you guys later and take care.